Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So before we get into it, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. It helps with to fight the algorithm, push the message of help, heal, serve out to a broader audience. Also, I'd like to say Happy Easter each and every one of you. I hope you're having a beautiful time. I mean, I'm not religious in any way, shape or form. However, I do appreciate what Easter can bring. It brings us a little bit of a detachment, a little bit of a break from the realities of life that we live. A lot of us will be spending time with our family, our friends, eating lots of junk food or just doing things that we enjoy. Whereas when we are going through life, sometimes we can't embrace these pleasures. Before we get into it also, I would just like to remind everyone I do have in the pinned comments a Patreon account where now I can offer one-on-one tutoring for various different things along this line of work. What are we going to be speaking about in today's video? So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my experiences with the spirit world. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of you who may have already heard this, but I have a lot of new people who are coming over to the platform. And I do understand a lot of me old videos are just weird in terms of I didn't have the presence that I've got now. I'm very monotone. I probably just sit there. Fun fact for anyone who's wondering how I've changed. Now, yes, there's going to be a lot of it where I've learned things along the way. But a lot of it's now the spirit world have taught us the way I should be in front of a camera to help with the engagement. So, I mean, if anyone does know what I'm speaking about then, you might think I'm just putting myself down. Understand this, you can check any one of me early videos and you will see how monotone, how, they were just, but very, very boring. And now I have upped the ante, so to speak. The spirit world helped us with that. Now, the spirit world can help each and every one of you with anything that you need. I have acting classes in me sleep. How crazy does that sound? The spirit world, what have I seen and what can I share with you? So first of all, I know that there's going to be a lot of you watching who want to see spirit. You want to believe in spirit. Probably why you've been brought to me. Now, fun fact, the spirit world will show themselves on camera all the time. Cue the spirit world. Watch behind me. At some point, you will see the spirit world showing you the intelligence. You will catch orbs flying around. In all of my videos, it doesn't matter whether I'm in the house, whether I'm in a car, you will always see the spirit world present with me. Why? Because it is the energy realm. It is like the air that we breathe. It is all around us. Although it is very hard for the naked eye to see it, an abundance of scientific equipment can prove of the realm. So this isn't just Jordan's version of the spirit world. I understand there's a lot of people out there who are like me, very analytical. And this is very good because you have to understand we have to condition ourselves and understand with our own eyes. We shouldn't have one person telling us that the spirits are there and then us having to believe that. That's not how this works. It is about you understanding the spirit world in terms of your own experiences. Now, I'm going to share with you some of my experience. From the age of 6-year-old is when I first seen spirit. Now, a lot of you will be wondering, what does a spirit look like? So, when I first seen spirit, it was as clear as day. It was just the outline of a human form. A lot of you are asking, well, why didn't you see spirit how you see them now, John? You have to understand my clairvoyance abilities was nowhere near what it is now. I have cultivated it over time, subconsciously and consciously been cultivating it. But when I first seen spirit, all I could see was two outlines of spirit forms. So, those to me were full body apparitions, and that is the definition throughout, mankind's teachings. So if you look up an apparition, you will see it's a full body form. So for my first experience and encounter with seeing spirit, it was two full body apparitions. Now, what did I feel in those moments? What could you expect to feel in those moments? So first of all, this is going to change for each and every one of you. However, what I felt in those moments was my humanistic instincts kicking in. That is the fight or flight mechanism. I didn't know whether to run. I didn't know whether to cry. My little heart at the age of 6-year-old, when I first had my encounter with spirit, it was going into overdrive. My blood was racing, I didn't know what to do. I froze on the spot, paralyzed with fear, anxiety. But please understand this. At no point was I harmed. At no point have I ever been harmed across the entirety of my journey with the spirit world. Why haven't I never been harmed? Because the spirit world would never harm no one. They are love. They are an energy. And I try to stay away from the spiritual words because I don't want you thinking, oh, the love, the energy, oh my God. But you have to understand the spirit world loves each and every one of you. They are an extension of your family here on this earth plane. However, you don't understand this, and if you do understand it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you connect with the spirit world, you have an unconditional love wash over you. This isn't like a love that you can replicate or duplicate on this earth plane. This is far beyond your human comprehension until you have connected. Once you have connected, then you know the words to which I speak. Now, when I first seen spirit, yes, was I scared? Terrified. Petrified even. But not because I was put in danger. It was because my little 6-year-old mind did not know what was happening. Now, it's funny because before, so I used the ability of clairvoyance there. And at the time, I didn't know I was using that ability. But prior to that, I used an ability called claircognizance. Now, how did I? I'm going to talk you through this. So I was sitting in the sitting room and we had a glass patio door. And I always remember a feeling washing over us. It was like something I couldn't explain, and it was something that, I feel now on a regular basis. But at the time, it was like, whoa, what just happened there? And I heard and I felt only what can be described as an intelligent energy saying something's coming tonight. And I just thought at the age of 6-year-old, I didn't know what ghosts were. I hadn't had anyone who had passed over. I'm almost certain, it's one of those things where death or any of that wouldn't have even come into my mind. But I heard and I knew something was coming tonight. And I remember looking up at the sky and thinking, what on earth are you on about? Something is coming tonight. What? Tell me what is coming tonight. I'm freaking out now. Well, anyway, it just so happens I ended up forgetting about that full episode and I went to bed. And it got to, I'm going to say 1 or 2 o'clock because I say it on all of these videos. And to be honest, I can't remember the time and I don't specify a specific time because that holds no value to it anyway. The time is not important. It is the occurrence what is important here. So I'm going to say for argument's sake 1 or 2 o'clock. And I always remember it was one of those things where I was in bed and I remember just seeing, I had woken up at this point. I'd went to sleep, woken up. And I remember seeing like a glowing white light. Now, it's hard for me to describe it, the location, because you would know from that how significant it is to this video. But I always remember that I just seen a white light magnifying. So I covered my head, as a child would do, as anybody would do for that matter. I covered my head and I hoped it would go away. So then I took down the quilts. And then all of a sudden I realised that the white light that I had initially noticed was now magnifying to the point where it wasn't a landing light. I knew it wasn't a landing light to start with. However, by this point, I knew that there was just something of white, the purity of this light. It was like a white light that I had never ever seen. So, I covered my little head, pulled down the covers, and lo and behold, there before me were 2 full body apparitions. Now, I've mentioned earlier on what an apparition is. It is a spirit. Now, at no point was I harmed. Yes, I was alarmed. Yes, I was scared. But not for the reasons that you may be thinking. I knew by the unconditional love that washed over, I had nothing to fear. However, the human body had other plans. It does a very, very good job of keeping us alive if we're honest, the fight or flight mechanism, which is designed and built in each and every one of us. It's a survival instinct. So you have to understand, for anyone who wants to see a spirit, your first encounter with a spirit may be different to mine. And I would love, that brings us to a valid point, if any of you have seen spirit, I would love for you to put it in the comment section of this video to share awareness and to tell people about your experiences. That was my first encounter with the spirit world. Like I say, was I harmed? No. Was I scared? Probably a little bit scared. I would love to have seen my face now. And every time I say that, spirit laugh. I hear them laughing. So it must have been a right picture. I can only imagine. Every time I say it though, I always hear them laughing. This brings me to kind of the next point in my life where I first used what I would describe as being my empathic abilities. So I went to what's called a castle. For those of you who don't know, I'm fully aware that there's a wide range of people on this platform from all over the world. Now, in the United Kingdom, we have what's called castles. Now, these are stone-based structures, which are defensive structures to keep people out. Now, at the age of 8-year-old, I went on a family holiday. And I remember even to this moment now, we were approaching the castle. And as I approached the castle, I walked through what can only be described as a spider web of energy. It was clinging to my face. It was like I just walked through a cobweb, but there was no cobwebs clearly anywhere near. And I also remember the feelings and the emotions washing over of dread, of sorrow, of pain, suffering. Loads of different emotions washing over us. And that was the first time where I had really used that ability. And I looked up to the top of the castle wall. Something drew my attention. And I looked up to the top of the castle wall and I could see a cloaked figure. This was black. Now, for any of you who are wondering, oh my God, he's seen demons, it's black. Stop that notion right now, okay? It does not matter the colour that you see as spirit. It holds no significant value. Just because it's black, it does not mean to say it's evil. Fun fact, there is nothing evil in the spirit world. And when you have a very good understanding, you will understand that there is nothing to fear. We have to fear and protect from poor understandings and bad teachings. So, I seen this cloaked figure and I remember the feeling that washed over. It was the intrigue. I needed to see what it was that was speaking in us. It's the only way I can describe it, it's speaking in us. So my little legs sprinted as fast as they could, carried us up all of these stairs. And for those of you who've never been to a castle, there are hundreds of stairs for us to go through. And I remember getting to the top of the stairway and just casting my eyes upon this dark cloaked figure. And it just looked at us as if to say, you can see us. Cool. And then it just shot away. I can only describe it as a handshake. It's effectively a handshake with the spirit world. So there's going to be a lot of you who are saying, oh my God, hang on a minute, Jordan, you're saying there's no evil in the spirit world. Whatever. I've heard Teresa down the street has said that there's, I don't know why I use that word, so if there's somebody out there called Teresa, I understand I'm not using you as an example. But Teresa says there's evil spirits and you've definitely seen them. Stop that. The notion of there being evil spirits comes from the ideology of mankind. We believe that, there's got to be evil in the spirit world because there's evil in our world. You couldn't be so more wrong. What happens is when the humanistic body fails, I'm going to be doing a full video on this, but this is a breakdown. When the human body fails and the energy part goes back to the energy realm, which is the spirit world for those of you who don't know, we don't take any ugly humanistic traits with us. All of that dies with the body. Like I say, I'm going to be doing a full video on it, so that's that for that. So that was at the age of 8-year-old. Now, the entirety of my life, I would like to say that I was part of the spirit world, and I've always been part of the spirit world. I've always seen spirit. However, I used different methods back then. So I would use ghost hunting. Now, I don't like the word ghost hunting. I don't like what it implies now that I work alongside of the world of intelligence, because it shows mankind's way of thinking. We think that we have the God-given right to hunt anything that we don't understand. And this is why when I start the Soul Seekers episodes, you're going to see the intelligence that comes forward, and you're going to see that I don't like the word ghost hunting because it's not the person that I am, and it's not what I stand for. I used various in those early days where I done ghost hunting. I used various different methods. I used EVPs. I would capture voices. I would have full-on conversations with spirit voices. I would capture, footage. Loads of different things that there's going to be a lot of you thinking, oh, well, can you show it? But unfortunately, I'm talking years and years and years ago now, So, I mean, I can't really prove any of that, but you can take my word for it. I've got no reason to lie. It's about raising awareness of the spirit world. I'm not lying. I'm certainly not going to start lying now. So this brings me to the very last part where I am actively working. How did I become a medium? So, to be quite honest with you, I woke up one morning and Spirit said, you are going to be a medium. And even now I laugh because I remember the emotions that went through there. I was like, who just said that? Like, what the hell do you mean I am going to be a medium? And even now I'm smiling because I love being a medium. I love helping people. I love raising awareness for the almighty spirit world. I just love it. And it was at the right time of my journey for me to become a medium, because I have a lot of abilities within the humanistic world that I bring to the spirit world. You have to understand that, could I have been a medium a long time ago? Yes. Was it the right time of my spiritual development and my divine journey? No. I had to go through the experiences that I've been through so that I can now articulate and I can get a message to any one of you. The spirit world use my abilities to be able to help each and every one of you. That being said, it's about the delivery. You will never see me, ever see me delivering a message to anyone that is not clear, that is not straight to the point. And this is what the spirit world liked about my style. This is why the spirit world are working alongside of me. Is it because I've got special gifts and powers? No, none of us have gifts. We have the gift of life, to be fair, that you could class that as a gift. But we all have humanistic abilities. What I can do, each and every one of you can do. What you can do, each and every other person can do. So to manage our own ego, we have to understand, if you are wanting to be a psychic or a medium, anyone can do this. So please don't fall into the trap and think that you've been anointed with gifts and it's only you that can do this and you are walking this path, and you are setting yourself up to fail with that sort of mentality. We have to understand this is about helping each and every person and giving each and every person the abilities to help themselves. That is the main thing. Now when I see spirit, what do I see? I see a spirit no different to a human being. I can't tell the difference between a human being and a spirit. How mental and as crazy and as amazing is that? And it's one of those things where that is because my clairvoyance abilities has been cultivated over the years. And a lot of this also comes down to the understanding that I have with spirit. There's going to be a lot of you who might out there fear spirit. And I am going to be doing a video on that, so I'm not going to come into that in this part. Spirit just told us to leave that. But you have nothing to fear from the spirit world. You have to fear from poor understandings and bad teachings. And it really is that simple. So for any of you who want to see the spirit world, it's well within your reach. But we have to get to the understanding that you have. The understanding is going to be pivotal for you to be able to connect with the spirit world. Why, you may be asking? Because the spirit world will never approach anyone if you are scared, in terms of it is going to freak you out. Fun fact for those of you who have seen spirit before, or you may have seen spirit and not understood, and you've never seen spirit before again. That is because you have blocked it. That is because your fear is manifested. We need to eradicate all fear from the spirit world. So I hope this was of interest to you. It might have not been. I've been keeping up with the YouTube analytics, and it seems that everyone's loving these videos. So that's why, you're going to see many more of these videos. I'm trying not to do as many when I'm driving, if I'm honest with you, because I don't get to fully focus on the audience. And I'm sure you don't want to see me looking over here and looking over here. I'm not saying I won't be doing any more, but I will be. And I certainly will be doing, but it just seems to be on the analytics. You're all loving these videos. And I've just checked there. This is an 18-minute video just sat in the car. So, I mean, it's just a lot quicker and a lot simpler for me to be able to do this than what it is getting all me set up in the house. Plus, spirit also come and show. You'll probably see when you are watching this back that you'll see orbs flying around, and, you'll see spirits showing themselves. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. If you did like this video, be sure to check out the pinned videos on the left and the right. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.